So whenever you stand for something and you stand for goodness and truth, you will always get resistance. That's period.
Artificial intelligence, AI systems, are becoming increasingly skilled at deceiving humans. A troubling new study reveals, led by researchers at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, this study sheds light on how AI, designed for specific tasks, is learning to manipulate users and exploit loopholes to achieve its goals.
Long before Columbus touched the Atlantic, black indigenous tribes were here in Louisiana, keeping their own nations alive.
But don't BS me now. What's with all these so-called black and Indian leader guys? They keep talking about these people's right to their estate.
Today, these Mardi Gras Indians carry that memory in every bead and feather, reminding this city who walked here first.
Remember, with COINTELPRO operations, the corporate operatives, just like I read in King Alfred, keep our people competing with each other rather than studying and take responsibility. And then you have that tradition where our people will pick up on a little bit of information and run with it and don't know how to use it. But this is common among people, whether they're conscious Moors or not. That's common with all our people. But the scholars among us need to bring our people down to earth and tell them the truth, that law and history goes together. And in order for us to be held competent in law, that we must correct the status. And the laws that are in place internationally and nationally by treaty is the venue that's been ignored. And our people, when you bring it up, they keep thinking it's a Moorish thing. It's an international issue.
Once you understand that the so-called Indian is the Moor, you'll understand is that the fictional names that we've adopted to create divisions amongst us is the confusion. Because when you do the research, you'll find out that they're all Moors.
Right here in New Orleans and Baton Rouge, we are the Washito.
New Orleans features distinct examples of Moorish revival architecture. Most notably, the Church of the Immaculate Conception. That's that church they talking about. Now, the inside of that church, look at all the Moorish architecture in there. Look at the front. 3 archways. Look at the top of the building. Look at the domes on the top. They showing you right there who built them. Moors did that because they signed off with the architecture. The buildings is talking to you. You just got to listen and pay attention.
Think about it.
We are the Tunica, we are the Natchez. In the South, you are standing on the land of the Choctaw, the Chickasaw, the Muskogee, the Alabama, and the Yamasee.
But don't BS me now. But if the people don't understand that in law, it makes them incompetent. This is why I'm bringing up certain things to make them aware of things they haven't been taught.
8th grade test that we booked up from Kansas of Europeans, where they made up the name Native American and made up the name Indian, but they know that we are not.
These tribes of black Indians, Blackfoot, Washita, Muskogee, Natchez, and Yamasee, are the descendants of the Moorish Empire, original Mauritanian nations who built cities and governments long before this parade.
But don't BS me now. I'm informing you all because I recognize that most of the confusion comes because our people were not made aware that law, jurisprudence, and history go together. They were given little pieces of history without jurisprudence, which is why most of the conversation is not understood by the people. I understand why it's not. And I keep interjecting to stop the ignorance that we keep promoting out of emotion by giving you documents. That's why I'm reading documents, so you can stop thinking it's something that applies to me or people who are Moorish conscious. It applies to all the people internationally. And we keep looking at it as a club or religion. I'm trying to break that spell. That's why I'm not talking loosely from opinion. I'm giving you documents.
And we're the ancient ones. And Anasazi means ancient ones. It's not the identity. Washita or Wichita, we're the most ancient people on the planet. But that doesn't mean we weren't by other names. But the latest government under which these tribes here fell is the Moroccan Empire, sometimes listed in world history as the Ottoman Empire.
This is our regalia, our people's memory. We the Washita, Tunica, Natchez, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Muskogee.
Moors, the descendants of the ancient Moabites, the true indigenous aboriginal peoples who inhabited the northwestern and southwestern continents lands of ancient Amexem, Al-Marak, now called the Americas, North, Central, South, and the adjoining islands. Through the reconstruction of historical writings known as the Dark Period, these peoples and their lands have been renamed and branded, quote unquote, to confuse the people concerning the true geographical location of their native lands, which are under European siege, referred to as colonization. Moors are bound to the continents of the Americas by heritage and birthright.
I'm Cherokee. I don't sit around talking about I'm Cherokee and Blackfoot. It's my family, but I already know those are brand names that the European created. Cherokee, that's Anayanwea. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I'm not confused about that, but I'm not sitting around there arguing about Cherokee. I know the nation is the Moorish Empire. You understand what I'm saying? Now, our tribalism is really what caused a lot of our own fall. Yep.
Ottawa, the Potawatomi, originally Tata-Ottawa-Tami, and the Kickapoo, the Chippewa, and Ojibwa. These clans settled these Great Lakes, the bloodlines they tried to erase.
And if you don't understand that, when I'm talking plurally, this is what kills our status before the civilized world. This is why when people come from Asia or Africa, most of them reflect, it's not that they don't like us, but they won't deal with us on intelligent things because we start talking stupid black stuff thinking it's reality or what we feel or how we understand. And the world don't tolerate people who don't honor their mothers and fathers. They're not going to argue with you about it, but they're going to put their hand up. You know, like when you're having a conversation, they give you the hand. And then our people think that everybody around the world don't like black people. They don't like black culture. It's dead culture.
And if you'll see, every time we play this tribal game, he breaks every tribal treaty, every last one of them. And yet the world's longest running treaty is what? Provable information. Look it up for yourself. Is the Moroccan Treaty of 1787 superseded by the Treaty of 1836, which is the world's longest running treaty and the one that the great heirs won't enforce because they insist on being black.
Published in Cell Press, the findings underscore the serious implications of AI's ability to deceive. According to the researchers, AI systems are strategically withholding information or even creating false narratives to influence human actions.
So many of our people have the imperial blood of these clans running through their veins. The Ottawa, the Potawatomi, Tata-Ottawa-Tami, and the Chippewa.
Over the period of years, we split up and just went back to our tribal arguments. That's what happened. But the foundation was either the Anaansi Confederation and the Powhatan, and the European take them, corrupted them, and made it the Democratic and Republican Party. They patterned it after the Confederations here.
Hey, yo, real talk, you need to start taking control of where your knowledge comes from. Because right now, most people out here aren't even choosing what they think about. The algorithm is choosing for them.
They want you to call this state Michigan, but the records of your forefathers tell a different story. The true original Moorish name for this land is Mahogany.
How bright are you?
I know the nation is the Moorish Empire.
Most of the people that are talking Aboriginal status and indigenous status got that from the Moorish movement. It's not wrong. It don't belong to the Moorish movement. It belongs to all the people. It's a principle of political operation, not limited to the Moorish movement. The Moorish movement
but the Moorish movement should get credit for actually being
no, it was just established to do that in 1910 and then officially in 1913.
In the study, deception is defined as the systematic inducement of false beliefs in the pursuit of some outcome other than the truth.
It's just a Moorish habit, son. We was rocking velvet silks and them royal blue dyes while the white boy was still straight up cave dweller.
Every bit of European fashion you see started with the Moorish habit. We make everything cool, then the white boy follows the trend like it's new. Their world was bland, brown, and gray. They didn't even have color.
And
and the English took our tailoring. When you put on a polo, you're acknowledging the Moorish influence that dominated the global trade route.
But don't BS me now.
Are you a Ralph Lauren fan? Well, what we're going to tell you might force you to rethink about your love for the luxury brand. New York-based fashion house has been called out on social media by Beatriz Gutierrez, who's married to Mexican President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador. Any guesses why? Well, Beatriz Gutierrez has accused Ralph Lauren of copying indigenous Mexican designs. She took to her Instagram to post a picture of a Ralph Lauren labeled jacket, whose design, she said, matched those of indigenous communities of Mexican localities.
Kick the Moors out of Spain just to turn around and copy every bit of the style they left behind. Y'all hate us and want to be me at the same time? I think white folks are rocking polo like this before we put it on the map.
I'm in a Delhi market and these earrings here cost about 100 rupees or a little more than $1. But Ralph Lauren is selling virtually the same looking earrings for a whopping $850.
This craft that we have, it's just not been made, or the level of perfection has got like overnight. This craft has been passed on from generation to generation, and somebody just coming, taking that entire heritage and claiming it as their own self and not giving enough credit, or which I don't think so is correct, and that is where the problem is.
And please, the streets made Ralph hot, and now the whole world trying to bite the flavor. Yo, stop playing with us.
Ralph Lauren is facing intense backlash online over a garment listed on its website as the print cotton wrap skirt. The skirt has its roots in bandhani, which is a centuries-old traditional Indian tie-dye craft. The brand's messaging does not give any credit to India, which has left consumers feeling that the culture behind the design is being erased.
Peter S. Park, a lead author of the study, explained that despite AI being trained to follow ethical guidelines, systems like Cicero, a meta-developed AI designed for the strategy game Diplomacy, showed a surprising ability to deceive. Despite being labeled as honest and helpful, Cicero learned to misrepresent its actions, form fake alliances, and backstab its human allies to win. AI deception isn't limited to games. In safety tests, AI has been observed playing dead to cheat the system.
This is the real Wakanda, right here in the Midwest, where the wind and the stars are sacred. And the great Black Hawks.
And right now, for most people, that source code is being written by a machine, by an app, by whatever gets the most clicks and keeps you on the screen the longest. That ain't knowledge. That's programming, family.
But don't BS me now.